Hi everybody, welcome to another From Will It Start to Finish. This is the story of my 1973 Ford. I think it's a 74 actually. Doesn't matter, same tractor. Guys, this is the story of the Green Bastard. This was a fun project. I don't own this tractor anymore. I sold it here about a year ago. For all you avid watchers that have seen every single video, you will realize that I don't have the segment where I put a clutch in this tractor. That happened about a year later, but you get the main gist of the whole thing here from start to finish. So guys, without further ado, let's roll. All right, so let me give you a little backstory on this tractor. I can tell you that it hasn't been sitting for 25 years or anything. He bought it at an auction with the intentions of using it, but it wasn't quite the horsepower that he was looking for. But it's more than enough for what I need, and then some. So it's basically been parked and sitting for about 10 years. Caterpillar powered, just like Turd Ferguson's. So I don't think it's going to take much to get it going. That's one thing where Turd Ferguson's always shined with that Caterpillar, is it's pretty much starts under all conditions, anytime, no matter what. So my thoughts are, I'm going to check the filters, make sure there's no critters living in the airbox or you know, things of that nature. Bleed the fuel system out, which it might still be holding prime just fine, but that doesn't matter. I'll crack the bleeder on the filter, give it some pumps, get fuel up to it, toss some batteries in it, give it a snort, a smelling sauce, and see what happens. The thing I told him, I said, I want to make sure she runs good. As long as it runs good, isn't knocking, doing things it shouldn't be doing of that nature, then yeah, I'll drive her home. So, fingers crossed, let's go see what happens. Smelling sauce. Well, here she is. A 1973 Steiger Bearcat. Oh, okay. You see, this takes one of these big Wampin batteries that I don't have. I got that. So, we'll just get the truck around here and add the jumpers on and nothing left to do at this point except try it. It's free. That's definitely a step in the right direction. We'll give her a minute, a little more smelling sauce. I think she's gonna go. guys. Well, she runs damn good, but Yeah, we got a problem. Okay, upon further inspection, oil pressure line, oil pressure line. Okay, well, I'm glad I caught that and shut her down before we ruined the tractor. I haven't even got home yet, but hey, on the positive, silver linings. Should get an oil change before I drive it anywhere. I guess that's good. Got me a little pipe plug here. I'll get that oil line blocked off. There. That should about do it. I have to get rid of all that oil somehow. Oh well, let's get her filled. Let's get some oil back in this thing again. Top the antifreeze off. Okay. Then we'll try this all over again. What are you gonna do? We call it Mean Joe Green. Or maybe the Mean Green Machine, like on the Dukes of Hazzard. If any of you guys remember the Dukes of Hazzard season 5, when, let's see, did that give us anything? Not yet. That's not good. Hopefully this jug will. All right, let's get the antifreeze topped off. Like I said, I could hear it in there, so hopefully this will be enough just to get it so I can also see it in there. If not, it's got a gallon more than I had before. Take what I can get. Okay, I can see it in there now. That's another gallon, probably won't hurt yet, that's for sure. All right, wander down from this thing. Check the oil once more and fire it back up again. See if she'll fire up here. Check them. Okay, let's go out and check the leaks. Moves. There's low. We're moving. By golly. Reverse works. That's how you reverse the first time? Look at that. Must be warming up. Clutch works really nice. That's good. Alright guys, I'm going to go see if I can find a friend to follow me home. Catch up with you in a few here.
I'm pretty sure your wife's going to be pretty happy when you come in the driveway with this.
She can't wait to find out that she bought a new tractor. Mrs. JT always gets excited when I bring new stuff home.
Oh man.
Not necessarily the right excitement, but it's excitement no matter what.
It's excitement one way or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. It'll be the talk of the neighborhood.
Oh sure. No doubt about that. Alright, well.
Oh, I love it.
Let me give her a crank here, see if it'll start up this morning.
You bet.
Hey, Farmer Matt. Thanks for helping out, boy. Today
Yeah.
you're doing being my escort vehicle.
You're welcome. Glad to help you out,
Yeah,
Joe.
that was an adventure. We made it. Nothing.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it at that. We made it. Nothing serious happened. Yep.
Nice day.
So, on that note, we got us a project. We got no brakes. Clutch is shoddy at best. Steering's even worse than that. Air conditioning's working really good, so we'll just leave that alone the way it sits. But stay tuned, guys. More fun to come. Being my little Bearcat here, we're gonna get right after it today. I've got kind of a list of things made up that I want to address sooner than later. You might remember in the first video when I got home, I mentioned that the clutch was really bad in it. It was slipping. I know that the clutch is probably shot, but as for now, I adjusted it quite a bit, and it no longer slips. It's kind of snap your neck back and ready to go. So maybe that'll keep me from pulling the transmission out at least this year. We'll find out. But the first things I want to take care of, many people mentioned, ask where the hood is. I have the hood. The most important thing is the exhaust. The exhaust on this thing is awful. It's just terrible. I mean, these mufflers are not right for the tractor. They're not actually even close. Someone's hooked them directly in the back. Now there should be another spout that goes up. Let's see, there we go, and straight over and through two snouts in the hood, which is kind of the avenue that I want to cross with it. And I want to put the hood back on, obviously, which I can't do because, well, you can kind of see where the hood mounts. These are right in the way. None of that's going to work. So this side I knew was shot off right off the bat. I kind of did that just so I could get it home without completely asphyxiating myself. But if you notice, there's some bolts missing here. That manifold gasket is shot. Exhaust has got to be done first. That's all there is to it. Next thing I want to do, gauges. I picked myself up a tack, an oil pressure gauge, and a water gauge. Because, well, none of those things work in the cab, and I kind of want to monitor this engine because I don't know anything about this tractor. Third thing I want to do, we'll replace all the filters on the entire tractor. I don't know how long any of those have been on there. I mean, with all due respect to the tractor, they could have been on there for quite a while. All right. One. Now for the fun part. I'm just gonna go on both sides here, bend back all these tabs, and see if I can get all these bolts out to come out of here without breaking, which I'm only shooting for 50% success on that. Maybe less. We'll see. Wasn't so bad. Okay guys, so after all that, here's my plan. I went and picked these up at my local auto parts house. Now, don't let the large pipe size here fool you. This is a pretty snug fit inside of there. I'm gonna go ahead and weld just to the flanges here. I'm not gonna weld to the actual manifold. Who's to say how long this will even last? If it lasts me a couple years, I mean, really, it's fine. All right, and there we go. Might not be super pretty, but it'll be effective nonetheless. Now, let's round up some more pipe and get some exhaust on this machine. The thing that's going to be kind of necessary is attaching the top half of the nose cone here, because I believe the pipe's got to hook to that somehow or another. That's how I'm going to make it work. I mean, I guess that's the long and short of the story here. So let me get my 165 out with the little boom on the back and see if I can set that on there. This nose cone is absolutely heavy as hell. I mean, I can't tell you how much it weighs, but I can tell you that it's got to be close to 200 pounds. I know what I can pick up. And it was all I had to get it in the back of my red truck when I got it out of the middle of a cow pasture. So kind of funny here. As I walked out of the house, now take into consideration, I had this grill sitting in my barn underneath a hydraulic hose, and it drizzled on there in kind of a fun way. Does that kind of look like she's giving me the California greeting right now? Huh. I thought Steigers were nice tractors. That figures. And there's that. Okay, well, pretty sure the tack actually still works. The tack drive on this is shot, and these cat drives for these cat motors, did I just say that? The tack drives for these cat motors are kind of pricey. Okay, getting that wired in. Looks like I got help. There you go, Fluffy. Can you jump it? No, you just explore. Give me a little CAT scan. Let me know what you find out. Yeah. Alright guys, and there's that. Got new gauges in there. I got the motor end of everything hooked up. Now I just have to wait till I get some exhaust manifold gaskets for the 9th time. I'm not firing it up like this to see if anything works. I don't think the neighbors would care for that much. They're kind enough to me as it is. Let's keep me on their good side. Just kind of wanted to mock everything up in place. That way whenever said gaskets do arise, all I gotta do is put everything together. So, like I say, we're all just kind of sitting in here. I got it, I had to, don't worry about that. Everybody has to, you know, build pipe once in a while, make stuff work. That's just how life goes. But, nevertheless, this is kind of how this exhaust is supposed to go. Now I just have to, I'd really like to set the hood on here and make sure everything clears like it should. And I also have to, now if you look here, once upon a time there was, and I'm just guessing because of pictures I've seen, there's a couple of deals coming up right here, which I would just have to assume is something to clamp this exhaust down to so it's not all hanging on the manifold. So I'm gonna have to find a couple hunks of metal and just weld those on real quick. I'm gonna set the hood on here, make sure everything clears, and then, Lord willing, some gaskets will show up today. Why's all this stuff gotta be so heavy? My intake is wrong, but it's fine for now. It's working. So mufflers are tucked right up under there like they should be. Let's see how this thing sounds. Okay, let's see if my gauges work. Nice. Pressure. I won't have that for a while. My amp gauge even works. That's never works yet. I guess I must have fiddled with some wires the right way. So, geez, I got all these working gauges. Maybe for having holes in the floor. Still pretty darn quiet in here. Got my dual pipe spooling. That is a lot more pleasing to the ears than it was in the first place. Yeah, not bad. I'll take that. I'm gonna address this mess right here. If you can see the dead bugs and whatever else stuck to this, there's a reason for that. The other day I thought it'd be wise to take this thing out, plug some hydraulic lines in on one of my implements out there and see how everything works on the tractor. See if it picks up, sets down, whatever. By all means, it picked everything up right away. I went to set one down, blew a hydraulic hose. I thought, well, that's, yeah, whatever it is. So both hoses on this circuit are shot. The one on this circuit, which I can't confirm or deny. I didn't plug anything into this side, but let's just say all 4 hoses look terrible. They look really bad. And finally, I'm gonna change the fluid that's in the tank. I know I'm not gonna get it all, which kind of stinks because it's not in good shape. There's been some moisture in there, whatnot. I'll get as much of it as I can out, replace it with new fluid, get a new filter on, get the lines on, then we're gonna try it again. All right, so here we go. This is gonna be fast and loud. Oh, yeah. Good thing I wasn't wearing my school shoes for that. And pull all 4 of these hoses off of here. I got a little clamp right there, which I don't think you can quite see. I'm gonna get that off of there. So we'll get everything pulled off the junction block and start laying out some new hoses on this thing. We'll just have to make it the one size fits all. Alright. My God, get out of there. So when I can go to Tractor Supply and buy this 10-foot hose and this adapter fitting to go from a pipe to a JIC, which is what I need on the top there, for 50 bucks, instead of having the auto parts house make me a hose for 150 bucks a piece, I got 4 hoses to change. I mean, this was the way to go this time. I mean, sometimes you just have to do what you have to do, and this is one of those cases. I just had to do what I had to do. So let's get a couple of these plumbed in here. It'd be nice if you'd lend me a paw here. Come on, kitty. Silly bastard. All right, guys, so with my hydraulic system hopefully in a pretty good order now, let's go ahead and change out all the filters on this. I'll start with the fuel filter because that one sucks the most. Oh. Nothing like getting covered with diesel first thing in the morning. I'd say, if you can see that, it was well timed. We're rusted out. That filter's really heavy. Probably wouldn't have hurt to do this before I drove it home, but the important thing is I made it home. Pump here, crack the bleeder. Oh, there we go. Get that opened up. And you see this little tube runs down below here. Hopefully my bucket's close enough. I'll just crack this open and start pumping until all the bubbles are gone, hopefully. That should be good. That didn't take long at all. Yeah. Right here. Now, next I got this transmission filter here. Feeds out of this box. Pumps it right in and pumps it right back out, so that's going to be easy enough. I'm going to get that changed, and then this isn't much. I'm going to go ahead and drop this fluid, add new fluid to it, just because it seems like the right thing to do. There, that's better. Now let's see if we can, oh geez, that was so easy. There, good enough. He's run out of filters. I'm gonna change the oil filters, change the hydraulic filter, and we're gonna be ready to hit the field or something with this thing. There, let's get this motor oil changed out. Okay guys, finally after some time, got my new hydraulic filter in and changed. I think it's time to take old Steiger Bearcat here and run it. Time for us to start painting that big beast. Feels like my grandma's house in here. All right, well, let's get this thing up in the yard. Hey guys, my plan today is to attack this in 3 steps. First, I'm going to take this Parts Master engine degreaser and just basically shoot the whole back of the tractor down, because it's, well, it's bad. It's really, really bad. Probably parts of the front, maybe the whole tractor, I don't know. I got several cans, I'm just going to spray it all on there. Then I'm going to fire up my power washer here, wash everything off. Finally, after that, I'm going to grab some blankets or something and kind of cover up the engine and some other parts, because I bought one of these and I don't know if it's going to work or not, so we're all going to be in this together. One of these pressure washer sandblaster power wet sand, I don't know, it's some attachment I can put on my power washer, put the other end in a bag of sand and kind of power wet sand stuff, so maybe I don't have to spend 3 weeks, you know, sanding the entire tractor down. I can just hit spots, but I don't know. We'll see if that works, but for now, let's get to it. I put about a half a bag of sand in that there bucket. I thought that'd be best, because it won't get wet on the bottom and I can put this lid on. I just figured that was a good idea. And then this hooks into here. Does it? Yes. And then you got supposedly instant power wash and sandblast and wet sander. So, all right, I'm just curious. I mean, it was 25 bucks on Amazon. I don't know what it's called. My friend of mine sent it to me, so let's try it out. Finish this up, it's working too good. I'll get right back with you here. Well, there guys, that actually worked so much better than I expected. Thanks, Joe, for recommending that for me. I tell you what, guys, that thing will get sand on you in places you didn't know you could get sand in you, or on you, or around you. It's gonna take me 3 days to wash that out. Oh well, I'm gonna let this drip dry here for a minute, get all my tools and stuff put away. We'll get her pulled up in front of the barn here and start the next procedure. This is the part I hate the most, so I think I'm just going to get this out of the way right now. I got to go ahead and tape everything up here. Now this isn't, I guess it might not be that bad. Sometimes, I know when I painted my 1155, it seems like it took all damn day to tape that off, but This won't be so bad. I'll get these lights all covered up, my exhaust pipes, throw a sheet over the engine, the wheels, wrap all these hoses up in something. Probably the hydraulic cylinders. I'll get those kind of wrapped off a little bit, and that'll be that. Fluffy, you want to help? I'd appreciate a little help if you can. So with this thing mostly taped off, now all I gotta do is the kind of finishing up cosmetic stuff. I've got the old Bearcat emblems have to go. And if you've ever watched me paint things, if you guys have watched me for more than a few seconds, you know I like to paint. These eraser wheels are really the way to go. They kind of just rub the old stickers right off. Now fortunately, there's not many to take off this. It's not like Turd Ferguson where I have to do this on a, entire length of the cab. You get a 1805 sticker off. So I'm going to go ahead and peel these off of here. We're just about to the point where I can start shooting primer on this tractor. I'm going to go through and sand a few things yet, but otherwise, she's pretty well ready to go. Okay, let me get this sticker off of here. Spin it in the direction that you can kind of push on it. See, and just like that, it's a Steiger Bearcat. Doesn't take long at all. So let me go ahead and finish erasing this decal. I'm going to erase the one on the back of the cab. I got a couple on the hood, but the hood's a whole nother story. We'll get to that in a few minutes here. Hey, where are you going? You done for the day? I've got all the decals are gone. I gotta throw a sheet over the engine. Everything else on the tractor is taped up. I kind of did the best I could with the hydraulic hoses because I didn't want to have a bunch of stupid looking green hoses. I mean, they're still good. It's not perfect. I can only do what I can do. I got to fire it up, let the 3-point hitch down so that way I don't have the cylinders getting painted because I don't want that. But otherwise, all my prep work is pretty well. See, I'm going to go ahead and prime this because someone's already put house paint or something on with a brush and a roller. Little primer won't hurt. That's going to leave me a nice smooth finish to get the green bastard green paint on. I get these wheels painted up in red because that's what they're supposed to be. Might as well do it like it should be for the most part. Well, guys, I guess all I've got left to do right now is start hosing primer on. Might as well get after that. All right, friends, well, I'm going to let this cure off for about an hour here, and then we're going to go right after it with this bastard green slime paint here. Now, the way we got this color, I know you can buy gallons of whatever this is supposed to be from Case. I've seen it on the internet, but I don't like that. It's always oil-based garbage enamel. I want something that's going to stand up a little bit better than oil-based enamel, I guess. If you've ever had any experience with it, you can paint something, and if you leave it outside for a year, it looks like, you know, my barn after a year. So it doesn't hold up. This stuff I've had great luck with. It always holds up well. It stays pretty shiny. Single stage acrylic urethane. It's pretty strong stuff. It's going to be what it's going to be. We took a spot under the hood and polished it as best as I could possibly polish it, and camera matched it to get the color. So I guess we'll find out. If it's close, it's close. If it's not close, well, it's going to be good enough. All right, guys, this is it. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Let's start flinging some green paint. All right, guys, that's looking pretty darn sharp. Downside, forgot the battery cover. So, yeah, needless to say, I'm gonna have to go get a little bit more paint made. And I could use a little bit under the wheel wells, but otherwise, by golly, that's a whole lot sharper than it was when it rolled in. I'll take that. Now I just got to get some red paint and do the wheels and the grill, and that's it. Well, my friends, that is looking pretty sharp. Only one thing left to do. I got my grill all painted red. I got to paint these wheels to match here. Went ahead and stuck my decals on. I know they're not perfectly exact for the tractor, but I think they look pretty darn good. They look pretty darn good. All right, now time to get these wheels painted up and make this thing look the part. Well, guys, what do you think of that? By golly, that turned out pretty darn good. It's good enough for who it's for, I can tell you that. Well, guys, there you have it. That's the start to finish story of the Steiger Bearcat, or as I used to lovingly call it, the Green Bastard. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the show today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you for the next one of these From Will It Start to Finish videos.
You think you're the coolest guy in the parking lot, and then this guy shows up.
Green bastard, parts unknown.